Oh, great. Your voice is lagging. That sucks. All
Start
right.
clicking shit before the table was loaded.
Strange.
We are ready to go. Does everybody's character that is up top correspond to the one that they want to start with? Does anybody want to make any changes?
I'm sure I do.
I'm good.
All right. So, Aaron, okay, so Aravin's not. Gorzan is. Mikey is. Is. Allegra
Is Rob dropping out for anybody but me?
Yeah,
He's doing it for me.
Yeah.
Oh, man, guys, I really don't know what to say about that. Everything. I've been 90 minutes making sure everything works, and if I'm dropping out, there's nothing I can do. I don't know what to say.
It has the wrong character for me.
And you want to swap Bartholomew for Eldrin.
All right, give me a second.
No pressure. We're all night.
We're here 4 hours based on the condition of how everything's working. I'm assuming we can get in about 20 minutes a game, so that'll be cool.
Fucking on. Chris, you can't swing a dick. Wait, shit.
I'm going to actually have to check more of what's happening here. Okay, now I have literally. Oh wait. Okay, I literally have the bare minimum open at this point, so there's nothing else I can do to help my system. And my internet connection is not going as well as it. I'm not even sure I understand how cable modem works, but it could be that everyone is home right now, and everybody's using the internet on this Friday evening that nobody's had to work today. So that could be it, but I thought cable bandwidth had switched to individual. I don't know how it fucking works. Anyway.
Well, the good news is you break up that entire tirade.
Yeah, you're sounding good.
Okay.
You're sounding smooth.
So these, of course, don't go in the same. I wish the party sheet was the same order as the combat tracker. Okay, so Grozan is in there. Maul is the one that's missing. Eladrin is not in there because someone's in there that shouldn't be in there. Oh, it's Kralk. Okay, so let's put in him.
Kralk lives.
For a while. We all know what his MO is.
All right, Joe.
Allegra's in there, Mikey's in there, and Leia's. Okay, so the combat tracker and the party sheet should be matched. So since that's the case, I would like to say, gentlemen, welcome to Tomb of Annihilation. I'm going to try to show you guys all the pictures. Since you pay for this, you might as well show the players the pictures that are in the book so that you get to enjoy those. You have all assembled in the city of Baldur's Gate in Sword Coast in the Forgotten Realms, as a matter of fact. Perhaps you've all met here as every adventure starts in the bar. Every single adventure ever has always starts in a bar. So you guys all met in a bar and decided to adventure together. But what I'd like to have you do is introduce yourself, the player, and then introduce the character that you're starting with, realizing, of course, that I predict none of you will have these characters at the end of the game. but it may be possible. Oh, and you can each give yourself 1 inspiration. So.
All right.
Grazin, go right ahead.
I am Joe 813210. Joe numbers in chat, and I am playing, for the time being, Grazin Redblade, who is a goblin rogue, specializing in spy tactics and surprise attacks.
Nice. All right, very good. Maul, you can give yourself inspiration and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm GM Babunski. I do some streaming myself and do things with these guys. I am playing Maul Jim Fist, who is a bugbear who was in some mines and got attacked by this gem-like creature which has absorbed his body. So he's a hybrid bugbear with some kind of gem disease on him. And he is a monk, believe it or not. He gave up mining to become a monk. And that's about it.
All right, very good. Mikey.
Hey guys, totally rad. I'm Mikey. I'm actually a lazy stooner. I'm playing a turtle, and I'm the only fucking cleric.
All right,
Roll
very
it out.
good. Ayedo, is that how we're going to say that? Ayedo?
I do.
Oh, it's I do, because, okay. I do, you may give yourself inspiration and introduce yourself.
Greetings, everybody. My name is FSH Schmo, and I will be playing the glorious bard I do formances. And as you can guess by the name, I in fact do performances. I will be narrating this journey. I will be spreading love and joy everywhere that we go because everybody is beautiful.
All right, excellent. Allegra, you may give yourself inspiration and introduce yourself as well.
Oh boy. Well, I am Allegra Monteverde. I am a Tabaxi bard. Most of you know of some of my family members already, namely the one who calls himself Juan and Emilion. That fucker. No. Bullshit. I am played by the one, the only, the often duplicated and never imitated, the Susie Q. You know me from Legends and Lore, from the Wraithborn series, and from a whole ton of other shit that I've been in.
Very nice. Eldrin, you may give yourself inspiration and introduce yourself.
Good evening. I'm Urash54, and I'm playing Eldrin. He is a human fighter and the only tank in the party, so I imagine I'll be up front getting hammered, but that's what I like to do.
When you said that, I pictured you in the front of the battle drinking, getting hammered. I like it. All right, and speaking of beautiful, somebody said here is yet another picture in the book that probably doesn't have. It's actually marked in the book as a picture that relates to backgrounds, acolyte, and archaeologist, and the like. So we won't be using it, but there it is. Everybody, thank you for introducing your characters. We will be starting in the city of. What did I say? Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate. And you guys all meet there, and I posted this just as a teaser last time when we made characters, but I'll go over it again. For the past several days, the talk on the streets and taverns has been all about the so-called death curse, a wasting disease afflicting everyone who's ever been raised from the dead. Victims grow thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding toward the death they once denied. When they finally succumb, they can't be raised, and neither can anyone else. Regardless of whether they've received a miracle in the past, temples and scholars of divine magic are at a loss to explain the curse that has affected the entire region and possibly the entire world. Oh my god. So you guys are here in Baldur's Gate, and a woman comes to talk to you and has heard that there is a party of 6 adventurers who have gathered, and she has come to talk to you about a mission to see if you would want to accept it. And a messenger comes to the bar, picks you guys out, sitting around drinking at a table, and asks you to come to her home. And so once you guys arrive over at her home, you find out on the way, the guy tells you her name is Sindra Sylvain, and she's a retired adventurer and merchant. And a uniform attendant leads you up to the grand staircase to the 3rd floor of her home, and then ushers you into a wood-paneled room where there's a fireplace, comfortable chairs, and a heavy table bearing goblets and bottles of wine. The darkly paneled walls are hung with maps and sea charts. Rack shelves and cabinets hold hundreds of more rolled-up maps and charts. And a person is sitting over near the fire in a chair, and you realize this to probably be the woman that you're supposed to meet there. And she has an embroidered hood and a silver mask concealing her face. And she says, "Help yourselves to wine and seat yourselves, friends. I hope I may call you that."
I don't know you.
And she says, "Well, I was an adventurer years ago. I died once, and I was raised from the dead. I have since closed the door on that stage of my life. The death curse that you've heard about has struck me. I don't know how much longer I'll last before I perish. Clerics have not been able to offer their help. They're stymied by what's happening. My contacts around the land and the Harpers have learned that the cause of this death curse is a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger. According to their sources, the Soulmonger is somewhere in Chult. Chult is a peninsula ringed with mountains and choked with rainforest, enormous reptiles, savage goblins, and any of this army of undead prowled its jungles and ruins. Mapping the place has always been nigh impossible, and nothing is known about the region's current geography beyond a few miles from the coast. I have sea charts, I have logbooks, I have explorers' journals. I've assembled everything, and in the current state of Chult into one map. I will provide it to you if you undertake my mission. When you are ready to depart, I will teleport us to Port Nyanzaru, the only major settlement in Chult. I've been there several times before, so there's little chance of mishap. Once there, though, I'll stay with a friend. He's one of 7 merchant princes who rule the city." And she spouts all that out to you, and she says, "There is a great reward if you should undertake my quest. There is the promise of a very rare magic item delivered to each of you, and also the promise of heroship for saving the land from the death curse. Do you accept?"
Totally. I will go, I suppose.
Sure.
All right.
Why not?
I do walks up to her and rubs his hand down the side of her face. "My pretty lady, don't you worry about anything. We'll keep you okay."
She kind of shies away from that because that's odd and weird, but you do it. And I'm with this quest that I just shared with you in the quest bucket.
Yeah, and Eldrin ribs the turtle and says, "Isn't he cute?"
Well, she said there's lots of
No,
giant
not really.
reptiles, so we're gonna have to kill them all. I'm the only reptile allowed.
Cheerbits in the stream.
I'm
Hey,
getting a
Gritty
I'm getting a
and
dinosaur. I'm gonna ride that
Cheerbits.
bitch out of the jungle.
Okay, and she does indeed provide you with... Whoops, hold on, that's the wrong map. Can't show you that one yet. She provides you with the map of Chult as she has explored it. So you will have access to the full, there's no, we don't shade this. You guys get to see the whole thing, except that there is a portion of it in the center that is unmapped because she was only able to put together what she has there. And sort of the blank hexes are what she doesn't really know. So that's your tool. You guys can either bookmark that or link it or do whatever you want to do, because you'll always have access to that. And she does, in fact, as promised, teleport you guys directly to Port Nyanzaru without incident. You guys just all arrived there. And you appear in a tropical city under the blazing sun. The familiar sounds of harbor creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestones mingle with the voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language, filled with clicks, inhalations, and sing-songy words that make it sound almost musical. The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharfside smells of fish, tar, and canvas. And I will show you a quick picture of what some people look like that you see around in this area. Bam. And you see off in the distance something that might be looking like this. Susie, don't freak out. Just calm down.
Kill him. Kill them all.
So as you're there, you discover that there's an explosion of color. Buildings are painted in bright shades of green and blue and orange and salmon pink, and the walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets and clay urns of colorful flowers or is draped in leafy, flowery vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform on the streets. Multicolored pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the city walls. A crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and capes races past you, squealing in delighted terror as a street performer costumed as a big-toothed lizard stomps and roars behind them. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing, and singing. Sounds like my kind of place. So you have arrived in Port Nyanzaru, and I will show you a link to such. I mean, a map. Another map. So, Syndra recommends that you secure rooms for yourself at either the Thundering Lizard or Kaya's House of Repose. She says the Thundering Lizard is where you would go for a raucous good time. Kaya's House of Repose is where you would go if you want to actually get a good night's sleep. Both inns are located near the Red Bazaar. And meanwhile, she's going to head off to the villa of the merchant prince, Wakanga Otamu, and she tells you that she intends to stay there for the rest of the adventure while you guys go out and try to find the soulmonger and end the Death Force. So it is open to the party. What would you guys like to do?
Raucous. I want to go to the party bar.
Yeah, party bar.
I also have a question to stay in a party bar because you know what? I'm kind of poor.
Okay, you want to go?
My dear friends, if we go to the party bar, I will secure us lodgings with my glorious musical tunes.
Let's try.
So let's get a little representation of the. Let's slap it on the map. You guys are going to. Oh, let's just get. P is good. Wow, I have a lot of tokens. I didn't realize. Unfortunately, in Fantasy Grounds, if you type the letter P, it just does not show you the P tokens. You have to actually go find them. So, P token. I said it. All right, and we will say that you guys make your way over to the Raucous Bar. And I'll move the token over there, and then we'll see what we got.
Hopefully a raucous.
Well, interesting. Stand by one sec, guys. You, the Thundering Lizard. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, I see. Okay, so you guys head to the Thundering Lizard, which is down, and I assumed that there would be a link for said inn, and there's not. There's just a link
Talking
for
about Watsy material here, so
Yep.
Say that again.
talking about Watsy material here. There's no goddamn links for anything. You got to go find it. Only one that I've seen that goes in a straight line, and that's first. What the fuck's it called again? Lost Minds. So it was a nice straight line.
Oh yeah, but it said go to the inn, and then there's no, yeah, okay, never mind. And now I don't know. Does anybody? Oh yeah, duh, never mind. I couldn't find the token. That's because I was looking on the wrong map. There's the token. Okay. So you guys go down here. I'm gonna move it now. You come down here to the area that's known as the Red Bazaar, and you do find easily the Thundering Lizard, and they do have beds for the night, but it is unlikely that you would get any really good sleep here because it's just party central, which you guys totally might want to participate in.
Mikey definitely wants to participate, especially if the bard can work magic, so Mikey doesn't have to pay. Clerics don't get to let loose very often.
I'm sure that we can figure something out.
All right, so you guys enter this place, and it's just a fucking zoo. And you guys can easily obtain drinks and talk to some people. Syndra did mention before she left you that you would be better off in exploring Chult if you obtained a guide. And she said there are many around. They're easy to find because they're not too many outsiders come to Chult, but when they do, guides are available to talk to and to hire to take you out into the jungle if you want to have a guide with you. You don't have to, but it's a good idea.
Excuse me, Mr. DM.
Yes.
I would like to use my popular demand feature that I will always be able to find a place to perform, and doing as such will receive free lodging and food of a comfortable standard, and I will then become a local figure where everybody recognizes me and everybody likes me.
Damn it!
All
beat
right.
me to
So you guys all come into this bar, and all of a sudden, which character are you, Chris?
I do
yeah.
formances. I'm doing it right now.
You do formances. All of a sudden, you spot an empty table. You push it into a corner where it becomes pretty stable so that you can stand on top of it. And you get up there and you do your performance. So what performance do you do?
I will Sing a love song about a long lost love that I am searching for.
All right, roll for me a performance check, please. All right, so you get up on this table.
Can I use my
And
inspiration?
you can if you call it before you do it. You can't re-roll with inspiration.
Okay.
So everyone keep that in mind. Inspiration, I don't use that as a re-roll. You have to call it before. It's in the house rules if you would have read it. And so you get up there and you do an okay job. You don't wow anybody, but you do. It's not horrible. It's not a complete failure, but not too many people are impressed. However, there are people who do clap for you and cheer for you, and you do seem to be liked for whatever reason that perhaps other members of your party can't figure out, and some other people in the crowd can't figure out. There is a healthy percentage of the crowd that does like what you did, and so the bartender waves you over and he says, I've never seen anybody have the guts to get up on the table like you did, but since you didn't break the table and no one threw you out, free round of drinks and room and board for your friends for the evening.
Thank you, thank you very much. I learned everything I know from the legendary bard Bacchanal and his many carousings. He actually mentioned this fine establishment once or twice and how beautiful its patrons are, and I say I must agree.
Well, I'm happy to have such a reputation, especially amongst foreign travelers. And since I know you're new in town, might I point you over there? And he points into an opposite corner of the inn where you weren't performing, the other side. And there's a person sitting over there. And he says, I know that anybody who comes here, especially a group of adventurers like yourselves, are looking to go out in the jungles. Perhaps you want to talk to that person over there. And he says, this is one of our guides in town. There are many, but that is one of them if you'd like to have a discussion with them. And then he pours drinks for all 6 of you and pushes them out to the edge of the bar. This is our house ale. Drink up.
And it is a fine, fine ale. I will defer to my party to talk to the person in the corner.
All right, so let me have Grazin roll a D9. If you don't know how to roll a D9, just roll a D10.
Also, we're gonna have to keep track of days, Rob.
We are?
And kind of hours, yeah. Because if we've been here for an hour, once a day I can restock my healer's kit with my proficiency bonus, up to my proficiency bonus. Also, every 5 days I get to make either antitoxin vial or healing potion.
Okay, so I'm glad you told me that. I will open the calendar in that case, and we will start keeping track of time.
I put in the chat in case you're wondering why.
Okay.
I forgot that I had that until just now. That's why I brought it up.
I will look over at Ido and tell him, you sing like dove.
I could not hear you, friend. I apologize.
Someone was supposed to roll. Did you say Dove? D-O-V-E?
Yes, he is beautiful in his voice.
I see.
Why, thank you, friends. So are you. So are you.
Someone was supposed to roll a D9 who hasn't done it yet. Is that going to happen?
Who was supposed to?
Garage.
That would have been Grazin.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mikey, got it. Trying to open this calendar. It's not working, of course. Why would it work? You have to double click? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're just going to say, I'm just going to pick a day. Wow, something is definitely wrong with the speed of is, I don't know, 0? Is there anything lower than 0? Yeah, see, I bet that's not, yeah, the date is 0th. Yeah, it's not working. I wish I knew how to set the day in the calendar. I thought you just click on it. I don't fucking know. Ah, okay, there we go. Okay, so I've established a date in the calendar, and we'll call it noon for now, or 2 p.m. we'll say, because you guys got to the bar after you reported. All right, and you rolled a 1. So you go over to the corner. Are all of you going to go, or just a couple of you, or what are you going to do?
No, I'll go with him.
Okay.
Mikey's drinking like it's going out of style.
I will go with them to guard the voice.
All right, so you go over to the corner, and there is a person sitting there. It is a female. She is a Cholton human, and she says, if you need a guide to get you through the jungle alive, look no further. I was born in the jungle. I know its dangers well and how to best avoid them. Should you choose me, you may rest assured that your party is in safe hands. I charge 5 gold coins per day and require a 30-day payment up front. For those adventurers who aid me in a personal quest, I will waive my fee and guide them to the places no one else has found. This quest will take us to Firefinger, the evil terrafolk that roost atop Firefinger stole a wooden mask from me, and I want it back. And everything I just read is I'm going to share with you right now, and that's the picture of this woman. And she says there are other guys in the area, to be sure, but I am the best.
Sure, shit, we'll get your masky thing back for you. What the fuck? Why not?
and she hears Allegra say that, and then she gestures to the other 5 of you and say, "Do you all agree?"
We'd be glad
What
to
is
have
she-
you as a guide.
She
Face like that,
says,
how could I turn you down?
"Yeah, just wait." She says, "Okay, I accept your money for the agreed upon fee, which I will waive since you agree to help me find my mask. So I require no upfront fee, and I would be glad to join your party and take you out into the jungle in the morrow." And for
And
those
what is
of
the
you
name
like
of our guide?
for those of you, her name. Oh, sorry. Yeah, she should have said her name. Her name is Asaka. And for those of you that are like me, that hate Shakespeare and don't really follow Victorian language, in the morrow means tomorrow. I made that up, and then after I said it, I was very upset with myself, and I hope to never do it again. So I'm going to also add the quest in the party sheet. I don't know if you guys can see the quest, but I'm putting the quest for the stolen mask in there, and I'll also share that with you if there are people who are taking notes.
we have Destroy the Soulmonger quests, so.
Yeah, this one is.
Yeah, I don't see a quest in the party sheet.
You might have to refresh it. Unless I don't know if you guys can even look at. You guys can you guys look at quests? I don't even know if you can in the party sheet.
You can, they're empty unless you share them.
I've got some notes in the notes tab that I've been doing.
Okay,
Which,
so there's
Mr.
that
Dungeon
one.
Master, could you ID the map of this beautiful guy that you shared with us?
The map of Port Nyanzaru. ID that one.
The image of the lady with the text.
Oh, that was not a map. That was a handout. Let me see if I can again.
Oh, I added quest to my library and I can look at them. So.
Okay.
That's good.
It's all right if you can't right now.
Yeah, what I do the way I run Fantasy Grounds, because you can't have 45 windows open, is once I deal with something, that fucking shit is closed and gone, and I never see it again. So if you want something, I have to go back and find it, and I can't even really. It's only been 40 days since we did that, and I still don't know where it is. But I will. Let's see. Maybe this is it here.
It's in my. If you go to the notes, there's a section that says my notes, and it's in there.
Oh, here it is. I got it. Okay, so I've identified. It's called Handout to Azaka, and be in the map. You should be able to see it. I'll share it again just in case.
I'm going to ask anyone else in the party, does anyone feel they need any items? Should we outfit ourselves prior to journeying tomorrow?
Mikey repeats his previous statement like, dude, where are you getting this money from, man?
So she overhears this conversation, and she says, there are places that you can procure items as normal, as you would normally need for adventuring gear, tools and the like. And if you're a little short on cash, there's also the dinosaur races, and they take all comers. So if you guys participate in the dinosaur races, you may be able to win some cash as well.
Hell yeah!
Ain't no one riding me.
Come on, Mikey, we can win this shit.
I think Elligro's a comer.
All right. So they suggest that you she suggests that you enjoy your night. She will meet you back here tomorrow at noon, and until then, you are free to, enjoy yourselves. And the dinosaur races are very, very early in the morning, and she suggests you get over there in the wee hours to sign up, because they're always very popular. And so, what would you guys like to do?
Drinking and wenching.
I'm totally with her on that one. Absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Each of you.
Will, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
I will stay at the bar, and with my loot case out in front of me, I will the night until I cannot play anymore, playing for tips.
Okay. Is anyone else going to do anything out of the ordinary other than just drink and sit around?
At some
And-
point, Ma will go outside and light up a pipe. Just kind of take a seat if there's a bench out there somewhere.
And Eldrin's gonna watch Idu keep an eye on his back while he's entertaining.
Okay.
And this is the guy that hits him from the front.
Okay, so Bard, a singing Bard, please roll for me a D100 in the chat. And also roll a performance check. Okay, you are able to get 80 silver in tips during the night for doing your performances. So you may add that to your money. Those of you that are drinking,
And
please
wenching.
and wenching. Now, describe to me, please, wenching.
You ever seen Game of Thrones?
Every episode.
You know when Theon and his sister are in the bar and she takes a nice little strumpet by hand and basically states what she's going to do? That is what I do.
Okay. Everyone except Allegra, please roll. Oh no, Allegra rolled this as well, but everyone except Allegra and no, sorry. Everyone except I do, please roll a d20. Okay, and then Allegra roll another d20. All right. Eldrin is going to be hungover when the morning comes. Everyone else is fine, and Allegra will also have a plus 1 on her on her charisma for an indeterminate amount of time. So we will take care of that
Sweet.
momentarily. And that's because you went around and fucked some chicks or dudes, and they all love you now.
See, there's more than one way to perform.
All right. And by the way, I did see some whispers go by in the chat. If those were for me, I did not get them because I am not paying attention to that right now. So if those were for me, someone should say, hey, go back and read those, because I'm assuming when I see whispers, they're between players and not for me. Because I have so many things to do, I'm not paying attention to that. So if that was for me, say now, and I'll go back and read it.
Yeah, you can go back and read it, but Grozen he's going to take the evening not drinking, and you need to get some daggers, some arrows, and a quiver.
Oh, okay. So they'll be just go buy them, you mean?
Yeah, and then while I'm out, I'm going to keep an eye out for any thieves camped or any criminal contacts to see if I can find some information on Azaka.
Okay, so you'll be able to do. Do you have money? Do you have some from your background? Okay, so you'll be able to do that, and the other members of the party, I guess, notice that you disappear, and as far as the information, I will whisper that to you at the appropriate time. And so you guys party hardy till wee hours of the morning. And advance the clock.
Definitely noticed he disappeared.
Yeah, well, you notice that you just, as you're drinking and partying, you notice that he's gone. You just notice that he left. And so you guys finally end up, after you finish drinking and carousing and doing whatever and singing and spouting your love songs and everything else that everybody does, you end up going to bed to get at least some sleep. And Grozin, that's what you find out. That's supposed to be on.
Yeah.
And 6 in the morning comes the next day. And you guys know that you will be having to meet her back here in 6 hours, but you have time to go to the dinosaur races. Is everyone going to want to go and do that?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Girls will just kind of keep his ear to the ground and try finding some more information while they. I'll meet them back here at the appropriate
Okay.
time.
All right. Split the party. Love it.
Eldrin's drinking a lot of water. He's got a headache.
Right. So actually, speaking of Eldrin, we're going to mark him intoxicated because he's still drunk. Should that come into play. Oh, also, I need to give everyone, before I forget, the meat grinder effect.
You watch.
I didn't hear that sooner.
Are you watching your chat or what?
No, not at all. I'm not watching my chat. Why? Would they say something about meat grinder?
No, because I literally typed that in about 1 second before you said that. I'm talking to
Oh,
Gravis
really?
in the chat. Yeah.
I mean, I have the chat over here, but usually when I DM, I don't take time to look at the chat because it just distracts me and takes away. I'm trying to focus on the player, so I use the chat when I DM.
I understand that 100%.
I'll read it at break time and stuff like that. Okay, so everybody has.
Put it on me twice there, Rob.
Did I? Yeah, I died twice. Hold on, everybody, calm down.
You're super.
I'm super fucked.
I don't know that would make a difference having it on there twice. It might. Okay, so everybody should have meat grinder on there once, and all that does is adjust the death saves to 15. All right. So you guys head over to the dining the dining hall, the mess hall, the dinosaur races, and you get over there, and you know that this is famous for its weekly dinosaur races through the streets. You guys happen to come on the day, or you knew the races were the next day. The dinosaurs are all painted in bright designs, and the riders steer them along the course that winds around the harbor and into the city's four hills. And spectators are seldom injured, but it is dangerous, and sometimes spectators do get injured. A typical day has 3 races, one for 4-legged beasts, one for 2-legged beasts, and one for no-holds-barred unchained race. And many of the dinosaurs that are involved are juveniles, or babies, since fully grown versions are too large and too difficult for riders to manage. And they're stoutly muzzled and have their claws and horns blunted in all but the unchained race. The 4-legged race is dominated by maybe I shouldn't tell you that. Most competitors are in the 2-legged race, and maybe I shouldn't tell you that either. Okay, good. So you are there. You guys don't really know more than what I just told you.
Can I try and get in on the 2-legged race, like as a competitor?
So hold on. It is often thought that when people hear about the dinosaur races, many people assume that you can be a rider, but how this works is like horse racing. You're in the stands and you bet. You are not allowed to ride. Now, is there a way for you to do that? I don't know. Let's make it happen.
I don't want to ride. I want to run.
You want to be a dinosaur.
Yeah.
You are a turtle and you want to be in the race.
Oh,
Yeah. I got my 5 gold. Says I don't finish last.
I'm always worried.
And I also
Okay.
want in on the no holds bars one.
All right. I took a look at this earlier, and it seems that it is fucking way more complicated than I thought it was. Okay. They say that you newcomers are welcome to bet, but cannot participate or do anything other than watch the first time they come. So if next week comes and you want to participate, you can talk to them about that. But newcomers are only allowed to bet on the race to start with.
That's fair.
So there are odds posted, and is there a way for me to share this? You know what? I wish. I guess I wish they would have broke this out so that I could just post it, but maybe this will work. Hold on a second. That's probably going to be jacked up as hell, and yeah, that doesn't look very good. So that's the race information, but man, it seems like they would have had a thing for players to be able to look at this. That kind of sucks.
All right. I see one that says Hydrosaurus.
This, I
What's a
mean, this is
Hadrosaurus?
this is DM information, so I hope I don't give anything away. But characters can bet on the dinosaur races to help fund the jungle expedition or earn some extra cash. The racers, the available odds, and the chance to win are listed in the betting of the dinosaur races, which is what I posted. Bets can range from 1 copper to 500 gold pieces. Bets one place, roll a die for each bet. Losing the bet costs the full amount of the wager. Winning the bets pay the according to. Okay, bets can be dinosaur to win race, place, or shows. Oh, man. I thought there was way more to it than that. Apparently, according to this, what you guys do is you just decide what you want to bet. We roll the dice. If you win, you get the money, and if you don't, this was supposed to be really awesome, and I read through it once, but I don't see.
Well, it gives you the odds here. Like at the very bottom, there's one Nasty Boy. He's an Allosaurus with a famous trainer, and he's 1-in-1.5 for odds.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna be really honest with you guys. I probably fucked up by having you guys get to this as early as you did. You guys probably shouldn't have got to this yet. But that's my fault.
You can always it's wherever.
Say again.
I said you can always move us to wherever you want.
Well, no, but I mean, I don't want to take something away from you just because I fucked it up. But I think what we're gonna
is if we want to bet, roll a percentile dice. If it hits whatever target you have in mind, we all win, and then we can get the fuck out of here while you figure that out.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So go ahead and anybody. So, but the thing is, you guys don't have hardly any money, if any, at all. Some of you might have 0. So let me go. I can look in the party sheet and see how much everybody has.
I will not be partaking in any gambling. He
How does
has
Allegra
gambled
have?
enough.
How does Allegra have
Oh,
90
I
gold?
looked on the starting gold table for bards. It's 5d4 times 10 starting gold.
Yeah, but I don't.
It's under wealth.
I do starting equipment. I do what the background says.
Okay, never mind then. I have nothing.
But you should have some, right? You should
I
have like
nothing.
5. You have 0?
No.
Okay.
0.
All right.
I don't even start with any even in the PHP.
Okay. So that should have been, is that not, I mean, I have to go check it. I thought that was in the rules. I thought I stated that, but I don't know. Either you missed it or else I don't have it in there and I need to put it in there. So my bad. I think she missed it. Okay, so those of you that have money that want to bet, that's what we'll do. You'll pick one that you want to get odds on, and we'll roll it. And if you win, you'll have money. If you don't, you'll all be broke, basically. And we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do. So does anybody want to bet on these things preliminarily? I'm just going to give you guys a chance that if you want to skip it, we can, and I'll figure out exactly how it works because it's way fucking not what I thought it was when I read through it. And
I have to bet on one. I'm sorry,
okay.
but it's mandatory for life. Its name is Banana Candy.
All right. How much are you going to bet? 5 gold?
All 5 of my gold. Yeah.
All right.
On Big Honker.
Y'all making these names up?
No,
look at the chat.
they're not. They're not. They are not making it up.
I didn't see that. Holy shit, Big Honker. Awesome.
All right.
Maul is too poor. Maul will go AFK
All
for
right.
a moment. Get ice cream.
All right. Bet's ice cream. I love it. Bet's going once. Bet's going
Allegra's
twice.
going back to wenching.
She's going to do some more wenching. All right. She's going to winch
But
during.
as it turns out, only the free wenches.
During the dinosaur races, she's going to winch in the crowd. I love it.
Hey, I'll loan you 5 gold if you want to lay a bet down there.
Nope, I don't take charity, but thanks. I'm just gonna go find me a nice hooker.
They cost 2.
Not for what I do.
Yeah, I see what's happening. All right. So bets are in. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Mikey and Eldrin, write the names again of the ones that you Banana Candy and what was the other one? I forgot. Big Honker. All right. I generated the results. And are you guys betting to win, place, or show? Wait, can you even? Fuck, I wish I would have fucking knew this was what happened. Just so you guys understand what happened with me is when I read it, there was a fucking thing, a link that was part of how it worked that I missed, and so I didn't see all this bullshit. But
I'm gonna say Big Honker places because his nose slows him down a little bit.
Okay, so
Banana Candy's gonna win.
Okay, actually, you can only win or lose. So, Big Honker. Okay, so here's we got to back up. You bet on a horse that's 7-1. So you have to bet 7 to win 1. And so you only bet 5, so you actually can't bet on Big Honker unless you bet at least 7.
Yeah, I'll drop 2 more on that.
Okay. So you actually won 1. There are more than 1 winners per race, apparently. But you. Oh, can I share this with you? Oh yeah, I guess I can. So you won the race. Big Honker won, and Banana Candy did not win. So basically, Mikey loses 5, and Eldrin gains 1. It doesn't seem very exciting.
Son of a bitch.
All right.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Zero gold. Right where I should be.
And next time we do that, it'll be more in line with what it should be. Now let me read. And Grozin did not participate. He was out gathering information, and the only information that you are able to gather is that there are other guides that let's see, searching for other potential guides. And okay, your information doesn't turn up anything that you've asked for other than what's already been stated, that there are other potential guides, but there are side quests available to do if you so choose to earn cash. Those are available in town, and it's almost as though there's a job board posted out in the town square. It's easy to find these things. If you're looking to make money or earn cash, there's absolutely things that you can do to do that. So you guys have 6, or well, let's say the dinosaur race took an hour. So you guys have 5 hours before you're going to meet your guide back at the place. So how do you want to spend that 5 hours?
I will retire. He needs to gurgle some warm honey water and catch some sleep before the next day.
Well, it's 7 in the morning, so you're going to go back to sleep?
I'm assuming that we were up all night?
No. You got up and you went to the dinosaur races at like 6 in the morning, and now it's 7 in the morning.
Oh, well, I'm going to go to Country Kitchen Buffet.
Okay, so you guys can go back to the inn for breakfast. They'll feed you for free because they love you there now. And I mean, do you guys want to buy more equipment, or do you want to take this time for this 5 hours while you're waiting for your guide to do anything specific, or do you just want to hang out till she shows up?
Coffee. I'm trying to get sobered up.
Yeah, after the dinosaur races, you will actually be no longer intoxicated. So I will take that off. If I can find it.
That lets me do it.
Oh, you did it. Okay. Really? You were able to take... That's interesting. So, does anybody want to do anything specific for 5 hours? Or do you want to just skip ahead till she shows up?
Any leads on some of those jobs? I'm interested in getting some spending money.
Okay, I can tell you what the jobs are. It's 75 degrees in my house. I don't know how that happens to me when I'm gaming, but let me go turn my heat down. I'll be right back. The fuck?
Because he's got 2 computers and a TV running.
Yeah, but that's happening all the time. I don't know why it's any different now.
No. My basement gets a lot warmer when I turn my TV and computer on.
And I think Robbie. Oh, he's probably not there.
I can hear you.
Anyone know of headsets that have buttons on them? So if I walk away, I can still use push to talk.
No, just mute buttons.
Yeah. All right. I'm stepping away for a couple seconds. I'll be right back. Still have my headset.
Yeah, I think, and I'm just double.
I was able to hear everything. I just couldn't talk.
Oh, so I'm not a betting person in real life, but I think 7-to-1 odds mean that for every $1 you spend, you would get 7 profit.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's what I thought too, but it specifically says 7-to-1, bet 7 gold pieces, win 1 gold piece, and then down below it says 1 to 5, bet 1, win 5. And so it's actually laid out, because I thought the exact same thing, because I actually have bet on the horse races before. So the odds are backwards, but I'm just going by what the thing says. So
I'm pretty sure that somebody made a typo.
Yeah, that you'd never make. I mean, I would love to be the house in that scenario because your people would only ever make $1 on a $7 bet.
right, but the odds, but that was, the odds are based on what they think the dinosaur is going to do, right? That was the favored one to win. He bet on the one that should have won. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's in the game. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I know.
All right, and I can show it to you after we're done. Remind me, and I'll show you. I'll
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah,
not interested.
but I thought the exact same thing. I thought those are backwards, but then I looked at it and it said 7 to 1, and then the next box over said bet, and then it said 7 gold, and the next box over said win 1 gold. So, I mean, I did it the way they said to do it, but you're right, it's backwards. But what can I fucking tell you?
Yeah,
Watsy.
that's consistent with the book on each of them too, so that makes sense.
All right. So
they go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue on. I'll shut up.
So what's going on? I forgot. You guys are. What was the answer to the question of what you guys are going to do for 5 hours?
I spent all of my time searching for information and found Jack squat.
Oh,
so
right. Sorry about that. Sorry, my bad. I did promise that I would tell you the jobs. I just forgot. I got up. I walked across the room. I came back. I completely forgot everything that's happened tonight. That's how it happens for me. I don't fucking have. If I don't write shit down and I don't have notes, I'm all just lost. So let me get the jobs and I'll tell you about that. Oh, why did it open that way for me? Boo. This shit gets so disorganized in my mind. I wish I could just fucking.
Is that? Did we go AFK?
No, he's
No.
looking at.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I was out just searching for information.
Okay,
and,
so
he said that I noticed some jobs.
There are there's a job to collect a debt. There's a job to create a distraction. There's a job to escort a priest. There's another one to explore the Aldani Basin, which you don't even know what that is until you get the full description. There's another one to find a person, help a dying man, help the Lord's Alliance. There's one to hunt pirates. There's one to save an innocent man, and another one to seek wisdom. Well, I don't even know if that one's. Yeah, anyway, so that's the choices you have.
I'm gonna get information on the collected debt one, and then meet up with my fellows.
Okay. So this information is on a posting, and it talks about there's a bookie by the name of Clahu who takes bets on the executioner's run and asks the adventurers to come with her as she collects a debt, sort of as bodyguards. The pay is 10% of whatever's collected on the debt, and the debt that's owed is 500 gold pieces, so it would be 50 gold pieces if they get the whole thing. And she's going to collect from a man by the name of Tabin, and so that's that job.
Yep. And then I'll meet up with my friends.
Okay, so you find out that, you go back and meet up with your friends, and unless anybody wants to do anything else specifically, I'll just say that it's noon and she comes back and you guys can take off.
Fucking A.
All right. Nobody bought anything else, right? Nobody wanted any extra equipment. Well, you guys don't have any money. That's why.
I got the stuff I want.
All right, so she comes. Whoops, I was scrolling, and I guess I went 1, 2. It's noon. It's not 1 p.m. There we go, noon. She comes walking back in. She greets you and says, "I'm glad you're all here, ready to go. We can certainly set out post haste." And I will put her stats in the party sheet. Or I mean, her PC thing in there. And data said. Things would be progressing slightly faster if I wasn't dealing with a computer that somehow doesn't respond until 2 seconds after I press every button. I don't know why that's happening. I totally reformatted my hard drive and everything, and it's all pristine and clean, and it still doesn't work right. I might have to get a new computer.
Kind of like your prom date.
What's up?
Rob, I got
Yeah.
some bad news.
I don't like
Not-
bad news. What is it?
Terrible news, but I probably need to switch characters. This character's screwed up, basically. I've just discovered that.
What's screwed up about it?
Well, I picked it not realizing that it's one of these new races. It's like the Color Tour or whatever. They've got like a gym host in them or something. I thought it'd be cool to play. But it turns out that I have to also have a different race. I have to pick a parent race, which is Bugbear, which I picked. And then I have to choose it also as a race, which is even more shit to add to me. So I think I would rather just play a regular monk. This is a little bit much.
Okay,
It's not something I can fix really quick. You can fix it right now if you want me to, but I just didn't want to start doing stuff without asking you.
Well, I mean, you can change to another guy. That's fine, and you probably want to then get rid of that character and make another one before we start the next game, because
Yeah.
you don't want to be tripping over shit you don't know what the fuck's going on. And I'm disappointed that wasn't noticed before, but
yeah, well, I've never played it before. It's brand new to me, but I see it now as you're talking. I'm looking at my character. I'm like, it's pretty weird stuff here.
Yeah, you got a Midgard hero, sir, and they're
Yeah.
all of them are right fucked up, but they're all pretty cool. If
Yeah,
you want to get
but
really fucked up, go look at unlikely heroes.
I guess I should have stated more clearly to all the players that, I have those 57 different sources that you can build a character from, but you shouldn't ever build any character for any game, mine or anybody else's, that you just completely don't know anything about. It's a bad idea to stumble into a game and learn your character as you're playing it. That's a bad idea. And I thought that sort of went without saying, but apparently it doesn't go without saying, so I'll say that to people in the future. But you should never make a character that you don't read the whole thing first and figure out what's going on with it, because nobody wants to wait around while you learn how to play your character as you're playing it. So
Well,
if you want to,
really
yeah, but I mean, what happened was, well, right, but what happened was you built the character, and then now you're looking at it going, oh fuck, this is all fucked up. I can't use this guy. And
well,
you
what
should have.
happened was I was looking in the races and I found a race and I thought, oh, what's this? And evidently you're supposed to make your race like normal and then take this race and put it on top of it. That's my understanding anyways.
Okay, well, so exactly. That's my whole point, is you didn't know that till after it was over, and you should have not done that. So we'll nerf this guy. Which guy is it?
What I'm playing.
Yeah, and that person is?
Small. I'll just release him and get the other one.
Well, but I have to take him out of... Oh, Maul, okay. I have to take him out of
save
the
him, then I can use him to look to make the new one up. I'll have the same rules and shit. Nothing will change really much.
Yeah. Rob, I was gonna make one of the underworld races where he's a barbarian, but like he leaves a trail of stuff behind him, and depending on which per level you choose, the stuff that like the trail they leave behind him, like a slug, does different things. And then I realized that's a fucking nightmare for anyone to try and figure out how to code or deal with. So I said, fuck it.
Good. So Van is the next guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll put him in.
Sorry about that. I apologize, everybody.
All right, and Airvan can give himself an inspiration just so you have it. Okay, so you guys meet up with her, and she says, "Let's get to it." And she's going to take you out into the jungle. So let's get a map. This should be your player map. I'll share it again if you don't have it up. And there's a little campfire token there. It's the party. And there's also a pin on it. You guys should see a pin that says "You are here." Do you guys all see that?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is we'll put notes. Oh, and somebody can move the token. So since that is available to do, whoever did that and everyone else, please don't do that. That is for me to move and not you guys to move. So I don't know why it's allowing you to move it.
That was me. I was trying to find the "You Are Here" token. I guess that was on the other map. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I actually thought you moved it intentionally, Rob, because we couldn't see the "You Are Here" token until you said that.
Well,
Yeah,
I moved it. Yeah, and so whoever moved it, at least on my map, moved it back over to the top of that token of the pin. So that's why I didn't want it to move. But this is all. And by the way, just for those of you guys that know, this is a Fantasy Grounds thing. Like they wrote a whole 2-page long thing about this is how you can do all this cool shit in Fantasy Grounds. Here's a token. Here's this and that. And then I don't know, not working out that well, but we'll see. Okay, so she tells you that we need to proceed south. But you guys, she's gonna guide you, so she'll tell you don't go here, don't go there, do go here, do go there. But you guys are free to, based on the map, go to certain places if you want to do that. And she can tell you a little bit about places. And she does not know where the place that you need to find is to get the Soulmonger, but she does know other areas, and so she can't tell you where that is exactly, but she can tell you oh yeah, this is a dangerous area, or stuff like that. So she can help you in that manner. ID's going to open a window too. It's hot everywhere.
Come to where I'm at. It's starting to get cold again, finally. It was 33 Fahrenheit today, which is beautiful. And now it's fucking 8 Fahrenheit.
I don't understand Celsius. Oh, 8 Fahrenheit, you said? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's the fact that he gave us American conversion already. Thanks,
he said it, and then
you realize that Americans don't even know how to convert that, right?
I don't know. It's 5/9 plus 32. I don't know what happens. I used to know.
Yeah.
I'll ask our guide how many days travel is it expected to meet these terrafolk?
To go? Oh, you mean to go where she wants to go?
Yeah.
She
Isn't
says
that where we have to go first?
Well, she says that she'll be your guide as long as you guys help her retrieve her mask along the way. You don't have to go directly there and get it. She's just interested that you guys would, make her the promise to do it at some time.
I like how people trust here. I'm just going to make that comment as a...
And where are we supposed to be heading to right now? I'm a little confused about that.
Well,
We're just going out in the jungle?
Yeah, you're supposed to find the Soulmonger. But all you know is that this Soulmonger, which is the whole cause of the death curse, is in the jungle. That's all you know.
Okay.
So basically, the reason for this map that has blank spots is that you're supposed to just count until you find it.
Excellent. To the south. Let's follow the river.
All right. So you guys can follow the river. I'll move the pin down. Well, I guess we'll take it 1 hex at a time. Which, by the way, is there a scale on this map? It doesn't tell me how much the hexes were.
1 hex is 10 miles.
10 miles. Yeah, okay, 10 miles. Jesus Christ. So that takes a
Holy
long time.
shit.
Yeah, this is a big place.
That's like half a day. Or is that a full day? How far can you move in a day normally?
Um,
24,
it's
I think. Something like
yeah,
Depends what's chasing you.
it depends on how fast you move.
Yeah, I can run faster shit in my pants than you can slipping on it.
that. Oh, Lord.
But we'll do a there is a table to roll on here, and I'm just going to treat it as per hex. So we'll say that you can get 2 hexes in a day. And so you go 1 hex, and until I figure out if that's the wrong information, we're just going to play it that way. So you go 1 hex, and you go another hex, and you don't have an encounter in either time. And so you will, whoops, hello. You will be here. Now I need to determine,
What's where the pin, not the
yeah, where the pin is. I mean, I'm going to try to, that's the thing is I don't, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this token because why do you need the token and the pin? I don't understand. So I'm just going to get rid of the token.
It's a lot more flashy.
Seem like a cool idea, but you're going to always put the pin or the token over the pin and you're going to be fucking struggling with it. All right. So I'm not going to do what I do in 5Es, which is, you know, having a goddamn encounter in the middle of the night every time everybody take their armor off and all that shit. That's how I don't do that when I do campaigns. So you guys are here and you're able to spend the night. The first night that you spend in the jungle, there actually might be something that happens. So let's find out if that does.
It should have tables, shouldn't it?
It does.
Okay. I got all worried there. I was like, man, if we're gonna travel fairly safe and sleep every night, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off about this adventure.
No. I mean, they make a big deal. They go on for paragraphs and paragraphs in the beginning of the book that says, you know, tell your players they're all going to die in the first 10 minutes. I think they're exaggerating, but. All right, so I need to. Man, this is. I thought this was going to be so easy, you
Can
guys.
I attempt to gather rations on the way?
Do you have a power or do you have a background thing that allows you to do that? Or are you just asking
No,
in general?
I'm asking you if I can roll some sort of check to try and do that.
Yes. When you bring that up in conversation, the guide will tell you there are many poisonous things in this jungle. If you attempt to forage and gather things, you run the risk of killing yourself by eating something bad.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that.
Okay, then you can roll.
Well, here, hold on, wait. Let me read something before I say that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna backtrack like real hard and fast.
Okay. What, you're reading something?
Yeah. Okay. Here. I posted this before. This is for my restore my medikits and stuff like that, and my medicine supplies. But wouldn't that mean that I would know not to fucking bring back poisonous shit? I'm asking you because the DM's call because it says nothing about that in here. That if I'm like trying to survive, that I wouldn't do it anyways. But I'm asking for a DM's call.
Well, so what the situation is you've been told by the guide that there are dangerous plants and things in the jungle, and unless you specifically know what you're doing, you're basically going to make a check, and if you pass it, you'll be fine. If you don't, you're going to poison yourself. So.
All right, I'm taking the check.
All right, so roll. So anybody that wants to forage stuff can do this. This isn't just for that one character. If anybody wants to do it, what is? Okay, before we do that, what is your goal? Is it to create a ration, or to what are you trying to do?
Yeah, in this specific case, I'm trying to create a ration or many rations, depending on what you'll give me or my role or however you decide it.
Okay, and that field surgeon thing, I mean, I guess another thing I need, this is never, in Curse of Strahd, none of my players went into any of this shit. But I guess I need to also tell my players, any special things you have, you need to, you know, know
Keep
that
track of
shit.
yourself.
Well, it's got to be easy for me. I don't want to have to read the entire player's handbook and then every other source that, and every power and everything that every character has. That would be a fucking nightmare. And I would have had to read 18 characters worth of shit. Then you die and it's all out the window anyway. So it's really the player's responsibility to be able to explain to the DM, like, this is what I can do and this is what it is and I'm going to do it. Like Chris did when he said he was going to perform. He had all that shit ready to go. So you need to be able to tell me, Stooner, exactly what this thing is and what you're using it for. So I realize you tried to do that, but apparently I'm not getting it. What I got from it is that you're trying to create rations. Is that it?
Yeah. And with Field Surgeon, I know what is good for you. I don't know what is extremely hazardous, but I know what is good for you specifically. Like shit that can heal you, basically.
Okay,
like stuff that's not going to kill you.
So I hear you saying that you can get stuff that'll heal you, but how does that translate into creating a ration is my question.
It does not, I guess. You're correct, sir.
So what are you trying to do specifically?
I'm trying to kill a goddamn rabbit so I can eat tonight.
Well, that is called hunting. So is that what you want to do?
Well, yeah, I want to forage something that I can eat tonight. And
okay, so we spent the last 4 minutes talking about Field Surgeon, and now we find out you're not doing anything with Field Surgeon. You just want to kill a rabbit. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, but I'm hoping that my fact that I know what's good for you, like that can make you feel better, would help that.
Okay.
Meat. Turns out meat's good for you.
And the other players that are sitting here saying to themselves, when does this fucking conversation between Rob and Stooner end? The reason I do this is to establish this so that as the campaign goes on for months and months, we don't have to have this conversation again. It happens once and then we don't have to talk about it anymore. So if you want to forage, then anybody who wants to forage can roll a survival check. Okay, I've got 2 people I think rolled, or 3 maybe? Yep, 3. All of you, Mikey and Eldrin, Erevan, I'm going to ask you to re-roll. All checks should be in the tower, please. Also, Ido in the tower. Okay, all of the 4 of you that rolled, all got rolls high enough to be able to find something to feed yourself for the evening. So that is successful. None of you get poisoned. And the other 2 who did not roll, please remove 1 ration from your inventory. And there was no encounter for that night.
As part of our nightly, actually, I have rations which I'm going to eat as part of the night and just going to sleep without actively looking for meals. I would like to just set a snare. Is that going to be a survival as well?
Yeah. To catch something during the night, you mean?
Overnight, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't. Is there a mechanic for that? Just survival, and then
I have string, and I've got kind of some supplies.
Right, but I mean, I don't know. Again, no player has ever said, "I'd like to set a snare in the middle of the night." How do you roll to see if you get anything? That's not. I'll just make it up.
My thought would be survival, same sort of thing.
Okay, but there's no just whatever DCI as DM decide. Is that how we're doing it? Okay.
Yeah, I would say a percentile dice on top of that something runs into it. Personally.
Well, go ahead and roll your survival check, and we'll see if anything. Okay, so yeah, you did catch a rodent in the night, an edible rodent. So you would be able to. I mean, basically, the easiest way to do it probably would be just add 1 ration to your inventory, because you'd be able to skin it and cure it and do whatever you have to do to save it, to take it, to eat the next day or whatever. So that's fine. All right. So, guide says proceeding south is probably as safe as any way to go at this point. She does tell you that this is called the River Tariki, and that it spills back it spills from the back of a mist-shrouded canyon and flows north toward the bay. So the river's going the opposite way that you guys are going. And it goes over waterfalls. It's many miles long. And she says it's too arduous to travel by canoe. If you go against the current, it's nearly impossible. And if you go with the current, you're likely to get caught up and go over some waterfall and fall to your death. So she said it's not a good idea to ever go on the river itself. And she says the jungle predators and undead prowl both riverbanks. This is the first you've heard of undead, but she tells you there are undead and they do prowl the banks of the river. So if you go near the river specifically, that's pretty dangerous to do. And she says along the river is usually okay, but in or near the river is very dangerous, if not one of the most dangerous places in Cholt. So you guys are able to proceed south. She suggests that you go a little bit further away from the river.
Sounds good to me.
And you guys are able to go another 2 hexes for the day. And during that time, random encounter, where the fuck? Oh, here we go. I don't understand. Stand by, guys. I don't understand why this thing has an encounter. Okay. Ankylosaurus. So let's just look at that. You guys do run into something. So after an hour and a half, get ready to roll some dice, bitches.
Yeah.
You guys run into perhaps there is a I didn't say to roll initiative, motherfuckers.
All right, good. That means I get to reroll.
No, you don't. Anybody that rolled, I take -10. Just kidding.
Not necessarily all right with that.
You guys run into this, and rather, what kind of fucking fucked up is this? This is the picture. Why half of it?
It's
And
horrible.
So the dinosaur page.
the one that you're yeah, it's probably in the book, and then there's text there, and then they just copied the picture out and left the text. I don't know what the fuck happened. You guys run into the one that looks like, I think, the 4-legged one on the ground that's missing half of its face. But it is not missing half of its face. So rather than roll initiative, I say to you, what would you like to do?
Not engage it. I hide.
Yeah, we consult with the guide and say, what should we do here?
She says, these are kind of dangerous. We could take it down, and if we do, that's one less to deal with, but we could also run. So I'll leave it up to you guys, and it's pretty far away. It's far away enough that if you guys decided to run, you could probably get away. But I'll leave it up to you guys, and I'm prepared to help out if need be.
I'm out.
That was the quickest decision in D&D ever made. I'm out.
Yeah, I'd like to fade into the forest as well.
All right, so X to run and check to fight. And then we'll just do what the most of the party wants to do. We'll just like run. Okay. So you guys, what you have to do is backtrack just slightly out of where you were. And not necessarily an entire 10-mile hex, but enough to get around and kind of maybe go the other way. And that was and let's see, you guys had moved hexes, so that we'll say that thing approached you as you were setting up your camp for the night, and you scamper off maybe a mile down the way and set up your camp, elsewhere where you think it's safe. And let's just see if it's safe. What's up? Hello.
So are we putting anybody on watch, or how's that work?
We'll discuss. It was I roll encounter, and then if there's no encounter, I'm not going to waste anybody's time. However, that is a good idea, so that it's not metagaming. Like if I say there's encounter and then we do the watch, then you guys will know. So let's establish a watch now. Let's do. There's 6 of you, so let's do 4 watches in the night, and you guys can just decide. And what we'll do is we'll set this up, and it'll always be the same unless you guys tell me you want to change it.
I only have to sleep 4 hours, so I could probably do 2nd and 3rd watch or something.
Mikey will take solo first watch.
I'll take last.
I will take the watch with Mikey if that is permissible.
I'll definitely take last.
Hell yeah.
Number 2.
Frozen 3.
Yeah, Eldrin 2.
Okay, so 2 on first, and then 2 and 3, and then 2 on the last one. I think I have that right. Okay, so we'll use that as the established order in case something does happen in the middle of the night, but I will advance the calendar another day because something happened.
3 more days, guys, and I get a healing potion that I ain't fucking sharing. No, I'm just joking.
All right, so
How often would you like to roll for that finding food? I'm assuming not like every time.
I mean, you can. I mean, you can do it every time if you want, but I don't.
I guess my roundabout question there is how tracky are you going to be on rations?
I'm gonna track it every night. So
Then I will roll for it every night.
okay. So
I will also roll.
those of you that want to roll,
my plan is to set the snare. Won't actively search, but I'll set a snare for it.
okay. So those of you that want to roll, you can either search or you can set a snare. Now, eventually, you're going to run out of supplies for that, so you should keep track of how many times you can do that. But you guys can all roll.
How long would you like my 10-foot string to last?
Well, what else are you just using a string only? You're just like tying a string to a branch, and then how are you? I mean, I don't. I'm in real life. Rob Toohey does not know how to set a snare, so I don't even know. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I have no idea what tools are involved or if you have those in your inventory. So you tell me.
Well,
I mean,
the majority of it is actually just part of nature. So you set a snare by setting a tension on a smaller branch. You hunt very, very small game.
right, and then
your string is what tightens around the foot or the neck or the body of the animal.
And you have how much string?
I've got a 10-foot string.
10 feet.
So I am. Yeah.
That's not very big. Okay, I'll say you have to use a. I'll say you have to use a foot of that at night.
Rodents and stuff.
Yeah, I'll just say you have to use a foot every time you do it, so you can do it 10 times.
Okay.
And then you guys can either roll a survivor check to if you're setting a snare or if you are searching for food.
I'm searching. I don't have that.
He's also
Searching.
So, Joe, did you roll?
I have not yet. Sorry.
Okay, so Erevan, Mikey, and I do found food. The other 3, please remove 1 ration from your pack. And we shall continue in a southerly
I'll once
direction.
again converse with our guide and ask how far south we need to travel.
Yeah, and I'll offer to the party to scout ahead. It's part
Well,
of
so
my
you're
ability.
you're asking how far south to do what?
I guess that's maybe my question to the entire group. What the fuck are we doing in the jungle?
So,
no idea what the
okay,
hell we're
in
doing.
case you missed it, you're searching for the Soulmonger, which is an item that has caused the death curse. This was all explained at the beginning. And
Yep. Yeah. No. I've paid attention the entire time.
okay,
So we're looking for the undead to see if there's anything there, basically.
We need to be questioning some people, right?
there was never discussion of undead except for that she told you there was undead that lurk around the river. But you're not looking for undead. You're looking for the Soulmonger. You're looking for an item.
So we need
And
to be finding people and asking questions.
So does she know of any wild people out here that survive out here?
she knows there are people, but she doesn't know specifically. She doesn't have friends or anything like that. She's traveled out in these jungles, and she can steer you toward. Well, she's more able to steer you away from danger as opposed to toward anything. But she knows what you know, where this Soulmonger is. She knows it's just in the unexplored area of the map. She doesn't know where it is.
Does she have any idea of someone we could contact that might have an idea?
That she knows of, no.
And she agreed, if I remember correctly, to take us into the unknown parts.
She did. She said she would take you in, and that she would do that for free. Normally, you have to pay her 5 gold a day, but she's willing to do it for free because you guys promised to help her find her mask.
Well, we should be finding that goddamn mask.
Well, if you want to do that,
jungle.
okay. If you want to do that first, then absolutely, she'll tell you where to go for that. So now, let me look it up.
Now that we've gone several hex squares in the wrong direction,
You've got no. You're gonna have to go that general way anyway. You've only got 4 hexes.
While the DM is looking that up, I will tell a colorful joke. A monk was preaching to the people at Baldur's Gate and thundering against adultery, which he depicted in colorist of the deepest eye. It is such a horrible sin, said he, that I would rather undo 10 virgins than 1 married woman. At this, many among the congregation gave a hearty amen.
I love our bard.
Special.
Oh, she says that you're going to find the Petrafolk or the Terrafolk of Firefinger. So, is Firefinger on the map? Does anyone see Firefinger?
Sounds like a volcano. I see the flame. God, I hope it's not there. Cobalt Mountain.
All right, well, let me... Oh, of course
Looks
not.
like all the volcanoes are south.
This search function in D&D Beyond is great. Just kidding.
You should not be...
Just kidding.
Okay, I found it in the story entries, but that doesn't... Oh.
Oh.
Oh, snap.
I see peaks of flame.
She tells you... Firefinger is, in fact, a tower that has a flame on the top of it. It's in the forest area, and a tower or spire, I guess you would call it. And it's naturally made. Yeah, so where the fuck is it? That is so sad. If I was in charge of making these models, I would have put a fucking link in her name right there and then say her thing is located here. So I have to bounce around.
It's what?
Uh,
It's Watsy. Seriously, I'm trying to do this with POTA, and there's no fucking links to anything. You got to go searching.
no, you got to search for it. And I don't like to, I mean, every player, all the players in all my games have always told me, take your time, look for it, do what you got to do, take a couple minutes. But I get so nervous as a DM. I want my players to be entertained 100% of the time. So while I'm searching this map, I'm also talking out loud to keep you guys distracted that I'm not. I want there to be silence. I mean, I had broadcasting. Oh, fuck, there it is. I found it. Okay, good. And as it turns out, this is where you're going on the map. I've made a marker. So you're close.
We're
Yeah,
like,
we're going the right way. Excellent.
She tells you, yeah, it's like a week to get there. She tells you we definitely in no way want to cross this river. We want to go around it. And
Really?
yeah, she says crossing the river is certain death. Absolutely. And she says, but she goes, I suggest, we go south to the mountain, and go around it and then come back up to, and the arrow is actually touching the hex. It's the hex that you're going to is the one that's colored, not blank, to the left of the tip of the arrow there. I could probably redraw it. You're going to this hex right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, 8.5 days to get there.
By going around? Screw it, let's just cross the river.
The guide is not willing to cross the river with you.
I'm sorry, honey, unless you're willing to hunt for those of us who can't hunt and don't know how to hunt, we'll starve to death before we get there.
Well,
so either cross the river or end up with dead party.
Or we turn back.
I mean, she asks you, Allegra, are you saying that you didn't bring enough food on this journey? Is that what you're telling me?
I brought enough food that I could carry. Keep in mind, I have no moolah. I can't buy more food. So therefore, I have to hunt, which I don't know how to do. I didn't realize that this shit was like, that we were going to have to go around shit.
Well, you have, didn't you bring 10 rations with you?
Yeah.
And when we get there, she'll be at 0, unless something goes right.
Precisely.
Yeah,
and then
well,
we have 10 to get back.
When I'm gonna, not to worry, I've traveled many times out in this jungle. I've traveled with other parties. I told you I was the best. I will tell you that if we get to this tower, once we get there, there will be plenty of rations to be had to refill your stock. So all we have to do is make it there. But if you attempt to cross the river, you might as well just put a knife through your heart right now.
I have already had a knife through my heart.
He's going to tell us
lost.
a sad love story right now.
And I do not wish to go through it again.
Mikey will say to Allegra, I'll spot you on the food if shit gets rough. I'm doing pretty good in hunting so far.
All right, so we
Me as well.
we will let's see, I'm going to go, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, when you get here, something might happen. So what we'll do is we'll roll for the encounters and all. Whoops, hello. We'll roll for the encounters, all that. Let me see what happens here. Okay, so we're gonna do 6 of them. We're gonna do 5 of them. Actually, let me back you up a hex. So we're gonna do 5 survival checks and or snares or whatever you guys want to do if you want to try to find food each of these nights. And then I will also roll for encounters. So we'll do them one at a time. So night number 1, everybody who wants to try to find food or make a snare will roll a survival check.
This time around, I got arrows.
Okay, 4 people rolled. So the 2 that did not roll, remove a ration. Eldrin and Mikey remove a ration. And there is an encounter, and you once again see the same type of dinosaur that you saw before coming in your area. Now, this dinosaur shows up as you've already completed your long rest and you're getting ready to leave. So yeah, you can vote to fight or run. And fight is check and run is X.
My dear friends, I see that you are all wanting to depart. But might I suggest that if we stay and we fight, that our ration problem might be solved. This coming from somebody who does not want to get dirty whatsoever.
Priority is to run. Oh, somebody's changing their vote now. So it's tied.
Getting hungry.
The guide will break the vote, and the guide will vote and suggest in hard terms that you do not engage this monster at this time. So that means we go to night 2. Everybody once
if we
again.
kill it, she can't ride it.
Well,
Legwar wants to ride it.
everybody go to night 2, and for night 2.
Yeah, but Allegra's gonna get a baby to ride first, so she can train it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, see, that's how that
God.
works.
Do you mean a
Inhuman.
baby dinosaur or just a baby?
That's what I was asking here.
Dinosaur.
Oh, thank
Well, I can
God.
ride babies too, but they break easily.
Oh my God. Holy
Fucking
shit.
A. All right, so yeah, everybody who wants to try to eat without using a ration, roll a survival check. And in this case, the 2 who did not roll should remove a ration. Also, Idu and Eldrin should remove a ration. The other 2 people are okay. And you do meet a commoner, a beggar, actually, who comes upon you as you guys are packing up camp. And he raises his arm as he's approaching. He's probably a quarter mile away, but you can hear him. And he yells out, "An ancient one beneath the Forbidden City gives birth to a terrible new god. The Snake Men know! They know!" And then he runs screaming off into the forest before you can even stop him.
Well, he wasn't naked, so it's all right.
That's what he said, in case anybody wants to make note of it. All right, day 3. You guys can roll a survival check again if you want to try to find some food or set a trap or any kind of thing like that, whoever you are. I noticed 2 people never roll. You should at least give it a shot.
I can try and teach Allegra how to hunt. I'm sneaky and we got a nice bow and daggers.
She looks at him and she's like, "Look, honey, Just because I got whiskers doesn't mean I'm going to eat field mice.
City,
All right for
bitch.
the best.
Exactly.
City
I'm from the
mice. City
city.
mice.
Roll like a
These-
20. Am I
these jungle
bagging
mice
at
are
least a
tiny.
deer? I know I haven't rolled one yet, or I'm just assuming, I should say.
All right. In the third night, people that find food are I do, Mikey, Eldrin, Grozen. So the other two take off a ration. And was there an encounter for the night? Oh, these are the... No, I can't use those. There was not. All right, night 4. Same thing. You want to try to not spend a ration? Go ahead and roll your survival check. Survival checks are all in. Oh, there's another one. Okay, everyone except Mikey and Erevan take off a ration, and there was no encounter. So we'll do the 5th and last night before you get to this location. Oh, crap. I should have done something in between. The people that I show that rolled, I think, are Grozen, Eldrin, Mikey, and Erevan. Did anyone else roll whose name I didn't?
I would have rolled. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I apologize.
Okay, so I do, and Erevan and Mikey all find food, and the other 3 do not. They may take off a ration. And now you have arrived to a location. Oh, and I need to... So, sir, that was 5 days that just went by, so if you want to... Don't you get to do something
I want
after 5?
a potion of healing. And thank you for reminding me of that, because I failed horribly.
Okay, but you guys get to this area here.
So I have 3 more days. I'll tell my party I have 3 more days till I get another potion of healing. And I'll spread them out the best I can.
And before I tell you what this area is, we have reached... My alarm's going to go off in less than 1 minute, but I'm already looking at the clock. We have reached the halfway point of the session. So we will take a 10 break. No, not a 10 break, but a break of 10 minutes, 10 minutos for those of you that are Spanish inclined. And we will return here at 10 after the hour. So go and do your bathrooms and drinks and snacks and whatever.
Sounds good.
All right, and for those watching the stream, I'm going to go and put the slides on for 10 minutes, and we're going to take a little bitty break. A little 10-minute break, everybody. And there's the alarm. Haha, see? What the hell? What in God's name in the hell in the hell? Oh, there we go. All right. Ah, fuck. Fantasy Grounds just closed on me. Hey guys, if anybody's there, Fantasy Grounds just quit on me. I gotta restart it.
All
Okay.
right.
Hey, for those of you that are in the stream, thanks for watching tonight. We are on a short break. We are getting back in about 3 minutes. Fantasy Grounds just closed on me, just disappeared. That happens, I don't know, 1 out of every 10 times I use the application, it just somehow quits. And I don't think it's Fantasy Grounds. I think it's my computer. I just think I have a weak machine anymore.
Is anyone else back yet?
Yeah, Rob's crashed
Yeah,
and he's restarting
yeah.
Fantasy Grounds.
Yep, it crashed. Do 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 do. Wait for it to load. Do 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 do. Bummer. Reloading, still reloading. Okay, there it is. Wow, the whole maps thing got all fucking sideways on me. No, 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 don't connect. Oh, shit, did somebody...
Yeah, I backed out, but it wasn't backing out automatically, so I didn't try to reconnect, but someone may have just...
No, and
that
then, okay,
probably,
so Susie, in the future, if you connect and I scream, please don't connect, the worst thing you can do is then disconnect, because that fucking freezes it too, so...
Oh my fucking god.
So just, if you fuck it up, just leave it as is, but you're fine, just don't worry about it. Let me get this thing all redone here. You've never used Fantasy Grounds. Oh, fuck, that whole thing, yeah, because when it crashes, I had been shading this thing, and it, of course, just erases everything.
Oh, we're playing on Fantasy Grounds?
Oh, no, we've been on Roll20 this whole time.
No wonder.
Thought that looked a little off.
All right, let me do one more thing before you guys reconnect here.
There's a lot of math when we were wagering earlier. That's Roll20 typical.
Fucking Roll20, garbage. I said it, garbage.
Garbage.
Schmo, did you ever roll with Roll20?
I actually started streaming on Roll20. Lost Minds of Fandover. This was, just to tell you how far back this was before Fantasy Grounds actually had their license with Wizard of the Coast. And I left Roll20 because it was garbage, moved over to Fantasy Grounds, and actually built the freaking player's handbook using Parse because it wasn't available officially yet. And that's what I started running Lost Minds of Fandover on.
How long after that did they come out with the PHP?
Right around the time that I finally finished it is when they came out with it. So I cursed to the heavens and then I gave them my money. Which, speaking of giving Fantasy Grounds your money, they are running a Black Friday sale right now, which oddly enough, I cannot find the upgrade to Ultimate license, only the full license.
It's because you already have the Ultimate license, so.
I've subbed. Would that make a difference?
Maybe.
No.
I'll just
All right.
ask Doug about it.
You guys can reconnect.
But
Right.
yes, Rob, I would say you definitely need to get a new PC.
Yeah, it's, and I might do that. Cyber Monday would be the day to do that, which is Monday.
Yep.
And if all things go correctly, I might be able to order a computer on Cyber Monday.
Exactly.
Since I'm going to pay a few $100s, I might as well pay an extra $40 and get overnight shipping or whatever. Right? I mean, if you're going to spend, I don't know, how much does a fucking computer cost now?
I built mine for about $1,300.
Yeah, but I'm not doing I'm getting a laptop. None of this bullshit tower crap. And those are cheaper.
Cheer bits in the stream. Thanks for the
They're just cheered to 1,000 for my new
I
computer.
bought one today on Black Friday, Rob, from Newegg for $649, and it's got a really good graphics card in it. It's got 12 gigs of memory, i7 processor. Great computer. It's $200 off.
I threw $10 at you for the new computer.
I like it. Thank you. You're also the new bit boss. You killed Gwydion.
I did not take that into account.
Hey, Babunski, can you send me a link in Discord to that just so I can look at it? Maybe that's the one I'll get too.
Yeah, buddy.
All right,
If
I'll
everybody
check.
would like to help contribute to Rob Tui's new PC fund, you can go to his Twitch page, twitch.tv/Rob2E, and throw some bits that way, or buy some of his DM's Guild stuff.
Right?
He's got a donation button too. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
and
does.
oddly,
And Patreon.
oddly, I've got Patreon, I've got donation, I've got cheer bits. The thing about what's really weird to me is donations. PayPal takes a fee out of that. You know, they take I don't know what a percentage or something, so you don't get the full amount.
It's like 70 cents off $20.
Yeah, something like that. Cheer bits, you get the whole amount, but the person paying for the bits pays more. They're not just a penny a bit. They're like 1.01 cents or whatever. I don't know what the fucking formula is.
But you do have to pay taxes on cheer bits at the end of the year.
Oh, you do?
And Rob, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I remember you saying that your higher level Patreon subscribers actually get monthly pictures of lewds of you. Is that correct?
Did you say lewds? Yes.
Yes, lewds. Not nudes, but close lewds.
Yeah, the $10 Patreon, they just get a picture of
I
me
need to do that. Hell far.
flipping off the camera. That's what they get. Which you can all have right now. Okay, everybody's reconnecting. Good. I don't know if because of the game today or anything else, but the DM's Guild sales for today has broken an all-time record. And the coding package that I have up for sale combines all the codings. I've sold 9 copies of that today, and it's $29.95. Of which Hasbro, of course, gets half.
Damn. Whole year and DM'd with garbage. No, I'm lying. I told you I'd pay fucking $10 for the half copies.
Yeah. All right, Grozin's back up, Mikey's back up, Idu's back up, Eldrin's back up. We are nearly ready to go. All right, Erevan is back up. And I know Susie is coming back up with her character, so I will continue to tell you what's up. You guys all arrive at this place, and I guess the guide can be on there too. And I will share the map. Susie, once you get your character up top, just click on your right portrait and you should see the map too. And I will endeavor to describe. There is a visible entrance to, and so when you peer in it, it looks to be maze-ish. And it's a 20-foot high, twisted vines and thorns, and you got somebody's moving away. That's funny. And
yes,
so
that was me.
you guys see that it's open to the sky, but as you would go in it, you would imagine. I mean, you guys have all, like in The Shining or whatever, if you guys have seen movies or even maybe been to one in real life, where it's just a haze, a maze, a hedge maze. That's what I'm trying to say. So do you guys want to go in? You don't have to. The guide does not know. She's like, I've heard of this, but I don't know what's here. I don't know what's in there. I did know there was a maze in the area, but no one I've ever talked to has gone in. So I don't know what's in there.
Since you
Y'all want
be
me-
in there,
I was gonna say, if you want me to, guys, I can go in and scout.
Cheer bits. Cheer bits in the stream. Thanks for the cheer bits.
Wow.
I like the face roll stuff.
Thank you, Urash, for cheer bits. Thank you, Schmo, for the cheer bits. I missed that one.
cheer bits.
Cheer bits. I don't know. Didn't you do it? I don't know. Or donation. I don't know what the hell's going on.
He gets
Oh
two
no,
dances.
no, you donated. I see what you did. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let me. I'm trying to open that module that you asked me for, so I don't know why I can't find it, and why it's still. I opened it last time. I don't know why it's not open this time. Oh, maybe because the thing crashed and it didn't save the. When your table crashes, you get that message that said, "Hey, it crashed," and none of that shit was saved before. All right, so that's open. Okay, so you guys approach the beginning of the maze.
And this is not what we were trying to find, right?
No,
This is before that.
what you guys were trying to find is still another like 3 days north around the bottom of the river. But you guys are pretty much at the bottom of the river, and this maze thing is here. There's no one at the entrance to greet you or anything like that. So if you guys want to go inside, see
our
what's
footsteps.
I'd like
Other
to.
than our foot.
I'd like to check the entrance for any kind of tracks, Rob.
for track. Okay, roll a survival check.
You'll see my tracks going in.
We don't want our clear to get killed. Be careful.
Yeah, I hear you can't come back from that.
Okay,
Right.
you don't see any tracks.
Okay. I'd like to move in and get in the dark light and try and hide if I could.
Okay, go ahead and. Is Allegra in? Your token Allegra is in the shade in the hedge. Like, is that where you want it to be, or is that where it was placed and you just haven't moved it?
No, I said she was climbing the wall. She was on top of the wall.
Oh no, I totally missed that. If you said that, I did not hear it, so I apologize. So you're climbing the wall. Do you have a climb speed?
20 feet.
All right, so you climb up the wall. Roll a dexterity saving throw. These are thorny walls, so if you're not careful, you might get prickled a little bit. But just roll a regular dex saving throw.
Watch out for the prick.
The prick. Yeah, so you were able to climb that 20-foot wall, and you don't get hurt. Yeah, you managed to stick your hands in all the right places. What's up? So let me open that up a little
That's
bit
how
more
I
so you can
roll.
see in there. That's how you do.
Exactly. Why do you think the hookers like me so much?
So you can see. It's the middle of the day, so you can probably see. Now the rest. Now, if you guys are gonna split the party, I fucking hate this when everybody does this. If you guys split the party like this, you guys have to pretend that you can't see what I can see, because we don't have dynamic lighting yet, where you can unshade the map individually for each player, which is gonna be the fucking bomb.
Hashtag Unity.
Hashtag
Also,
Unity.
Rob, I want to hide. A kid, please.
Okay.
Try to.
Yeah. So, which one are you?
I am Everon.
Everon. Yeah. So
Erevan.
you're gonna hide there.
Just
You're just
anywhere I can find there that would be dark.
okay. There's no dark spaces. It's all brightly lit. The sun comes down. It's an open air maze. So there's no dark spots per se. So trying to hide from where and from what?
I was just trying to keep myself like hiding shadows, but I could maybe just try and move stealthy, I guess.
Okay, well you let me know. I just fucking hate players trying to
Yeah, I'll
hide all
just
the
try and
time.
move
Such a
stealthy.
fucking
I'm just
pain
trying
in
to
the
move
ass.
quietly.
Okay. So Allegra, when you get to the top of the wall, you'll see, and there's no, there's no people or anything in there. Just the open space.
Yeah, I'll signal to these guys and let them know that I'm going to walk on top of the maze and guide them through it, so they don't run into dead ends and shit.
Dude, that's a 20-foot wall, man.
Yeah. So these guys can't see you. These guys that are in, yeah. Allegra, you can't see any of the only people in the party that you can see right now is the guide, maybe, and probably not even I do, unless you. Okay. So now I need an acrobatic for you to walk on top of that wall.
Oh, we're gonna play Mikey's favorite game, Marco Polo.
Excuse me, ma'am, there on top of the wall. You might want to watch out for all the little pricks up there. They could be damaging to you.
Yeah,
All
it's not the
right.
little pricks I'm worried about.
Roll tile dice to see if you fall outside or inside. We're going to go low as inside, high as outside. Okay, low is inside. So you fall off the wall, and that's 20 feet, so that's 2d6. And we're not in combat right now, so even if you land prone, you could stand without a problem. But you do take 5 falling off the wall. And 5 is a lot for a person that has 10 hit points. Or
9.
Yeah, 9. I was looking at the wrong dude. So yeah, you lose more than half your life because you fell off the wall. And so you start to dust yourself off and make that. And you can hear, the walls are very thick, you can't go through them, but you can hear through them. And so you hear a big thud where she fell off the wall.
All right.
And as that occurs, you hear a throaty croak that sounds like at once both lusty and forlorn, and you cannot know where that's coming from.
My wife's here. I mean,
Your wife's real throaty, huh?
Hello. All wives should be throaty.
Is Grozen able to see anything to the left in this maze?
I will to the left. So
from the way the players are facing, walking in, I guess. Let's go
to the east, you mean? Yeah, I'm I can't where it is because this is a fucking nightmare. I'm trying to unshade shit as we go, and it's just so slow, you guys. It's just like really. Bad computer. Okay, I'm going to move you. The east there, Grozin, and that is not anything. And then you guys over here see this area. And you can hear, as you come around that corner, you can hear your friend Allegra, like, oh fuck, what happened? I fell down.
Wait, is she throaty and forlorn at the same time?
Not her, no.
Oh, okay.
That would be pretty fantastic if a character fell off the wall and then the description text that I posted in there was something that they had predetermined. Oh, make her sound throaty and forlorn. That'll be posted in the chat for everybody. That would have been pretty good. Right. The guide is going to come in there with you guys. She'll keep up with you. She does not know this maze or of this maze, or she can't offer any advice in particular with this. What's happening?
I do. Guide.
Say that again. I didn't get that.
You will stay with the guide.
Okay. Do that.
I'll wave everyone up as I.
You know what I'm going to do at this point? I'm going to just don't go where I haven't unshit yet, but I'm unlock the tokens because since everything's moving so slowly, it's just going to be easy to guys move your tokens. Just go into a shaded area.
I'll motion. I do, and the guide ahead. I'll take.
Yes, sir.
Chris, can you move? Let you do it.
You broke up, Rob.
Chris, can you move the A token? Does it allow you to do it?
I cannot.
Okay, no problem.
I think
Make
if
her
you
friendly
set
and you
it
can.
to friendly.
I didn't want to have to do that just for certain reasons, but I think I will. So,
Oh,
Chris,
yes.
since you're gonna stick
shit.
with A, let her move with you or in front of you.
Absolutely.
Gonna back up my friends that are going right in.
For another encounter just to see if anything happens. I need a perception check out of someone who I shall name momentarily. It depends. I'm going to say, let's call it Grozin. Perception check. Okay. Oh, does that have a... Okay, you do not see... Well, okay, yeah, no, you can keep going. I fucking did that wrong, stream. I should have let them move. Okay, so
Crew.
I need. Yeah, I guess we can't do it this way. Never mind. I gotta relock the tokens because you guys just can't move your tokens to where you be. You have to draw paths. So I need Mikey and Eldrin to all perception checks. Okay, so Eldrin, you see it, you don't. And Mikey ends up falling into a pit.
Well, hold on.
Where you got something against falling in pits? Some special power that doesn't allow you
Nope.
to do that?
No, I just I've been an idiot for the last 7 days because I forgot I had a skill. I thought it pertained to something else, but that's my bad. And we already had the speech, so I fall in a pit.
All right, so if you have something that prevents you from falling in a pit, you can let me know. But what is that?
No, I have a advantage on.
Okay,
I thought it had to do with this type. You gave me the speech already. Well, you actually gave it to someone else, and I listened, so my bad.
Well, but the speech for you not knowing what your character can do. If you have something that gives you an advantage, let me know what it is.
It's I have proficiency in survival skills. That's about all.
Okay.
I thought it was pertaining to something else. Made a mistake and said I felt fall into it. Oh shit.
Okay, so the party has an unconscious member lying at the bottom of a pit. This pit is 10 feet deep.
I'll lower down on a rope and anally apply a potion that he just created.
All right, we are not doing the anal +2 in this game, but I like it that you did it anyway.
Move that shell aside first,
So between the other members of the party, you guys are able to easily hold a rope and let you go down there and give him his own healing potion. So you can, Mikey can take his healing potion and be back in the game.
I didn't have it coded. So
oh, okay. That. Yeah, we'll put it.
And I'll code it.
It's in the list. It should be in the list. Should be in the spells.
Is it?
It should be.
I've been having
Which
issues
ones?
with that. Potions end with arm strike. I know an arm strike is an item, so.
But is potion not in the spells?
Which spells? Which ones?
It's definitely in the spells.
You just open the spells. You make sure that spells is on all, and you type in potion, and it'll be there. The only reason it wouldn't be there is if you don't have the coding things open in the library. Oh yeah, I fucking set the shit up, baby.
Oh, shit, that's sweet.
All right, and you're able to climb out of that pit, and you are very much hurt, but you did not die because you made a potion in the wilderness. Somehow fucking turtle powers. I don't know what's happening. And you guys can all avoid that pit. You guys all saw him, or you will see when you come around the corner. Easy to avoid that pit and get around it now that it's been spotted. So we will help you ahead. Basically the thing is something happens every minute that you guys spend in the maze. So I'll roll to see if anything happens as you got what I think is a minute's worth down the way. But you guys can all, assumingly, I'll draw the path that you have to see because you're gonna have to go that way anyway.
In the meantime, I'm gonna touch myself. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm alright. 6 health is pretty good. That's 60%.
Anybody look at me?
Why the?
I will offer
I touch him
to the party. I don't care to scout ahead, guys. If you'd like for me.
That's
saying.
freaky.
Ooh.
So Rob, like draw my path out, but as you can see by my many paths going, it's like jumping back and not working.
Yeah. Just redo it, I guess. I'm trying to by holding shift and draw circles and stuff, and it is all being like
that might be what it is.
circles that fucking don't work and every kind of fuck thing. So hopefully I can do the best I can here.
Just remember, you
This-
get a new computer.
That's right. This is absolutely not the map to be on when your computer doesn't fucking work right. It's amazing to me that the stream is held. All right. Come around that corner. Up hit. Fuck it. I'm charging forward. I don't give a shit.
Oh my God, Eric, no.
Well, if you guys can't keep up, just let me know.
Fuck.
For Ninja
I
Turtles.
got Everett. He's like so far back that it's like he doesn't even want to fight. We might as well just left him at the tavern.
I am guarding my halfling friend in the guide. You got the meat shield up there.
Why,
I
my
am.
good
This is
sir, I
fucking ridiculous.
consider you a friend as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to approve you guys' moves, so if I haven't got to it yet, I am working on it.
Just because the fighter looks like he's beefy, he's the meat shield, but that's a lie.
And for Ozaka's movement, since she will be moving with me and I,
You're
with
just, and that's perfectly
she will be
fine.
walking through walls.
That's wild.
What did I do by talking shit? Look at all those fucking lines.
All right, I'm gonna roll for another encounter.
Rob, when I reach the middle of this
No
room right
encounter.
here, check.
I did not hear what you just said. Please repeat that.
Yeah, I said when I get to the middle of the room, I want to look around and see what I can perceive. For anything unusual.
Okay, and I mean, I know all you guys. I know all six. I know you guys, but I haven't quite noticed who's who. So rather than I or me, please say your character's name so that I can know who you're talking about. Children are laughing. I didn't hear the rest of anything.
Aravan would like to look around. He gets the center of the room. It's unusual.
Okay.
What he can.
Is this sound chopped up? These two?
Yeah,
No,
it's all
it's
messed up.
Just you.
What
Just
a
you,
fucking.
bro.
Just me. Yeah, it's.
And
Man, everything is wrong at my house.
Thing
My
is
computer
very
is
bad.
fucked up. My internet is fucked up. It's amazing that it all just hasn't shut down.
Fuck cunt.
I'm-
Fuck cunt. Aravan wants to look in the center of the room. So you want to look.
I just want to look around.
Okay, you do
That's
not
anything
see
unusual.
or notice anything that's revealed on them. There's nothing special or hidden happening where you are right now.
Thank you.
Get up there.
I'm gonna whisper to Eldrin, dude, I shouldn't have brought in here, man.
I'm gonna call out to Grozen. Wait a moment, the fools have went the other way. I mean, the other part of the group.
Normally, I wouldn't do this, if I had a fully working, like everything was smooth and operating fast, and we weren't having to wait like 30 seconds between each time I undid the map. But that is, I can say that you guys walk up there and find that it's all just a dead end.
All right.
Again, I don't do that, but we're gonna just get up here. I don't want to spend the whole rest of the night, fucking the next hour, just unshading shit that's fucking frustrating everyone. All right, so you guys come over there. I will move everyone. I'm just going to get the computer that says whatever the fastest speed is that they haven't even invented yet. The Duo Core 9 processor that they don't even have done. That's the one I'm getting.
That's why you need a tower, sir, not a laptop.
Yeah, the problem is if you were at my house, I can't have a tower at my house because there's nowhere to put it. I live in literally the 3-room house that has no room.
If
Well,
you
I
got
got
all
a
these,
big foot. I could make a hole in the wall, and you could set your tower.
Should I put my tower just cock? C-U-A-K, however you spell it, not C-O-C-K. I'm gonna patch it with cock. All
Well,
right.
there's two different types. There's cocking, and there's this
There's
fucking
cock, and then there's
little
cock ring.
that absorbs smells. We use it at work all the time because
I'd like to
dairy trailers and they
interrupt the cock talk for just a moment. Grinder thrown on me.
Gonna clear up the cock talk. What do you mean?
he wants the meat.
Oh, fucking stooner. Yeah, I just want the meat grinder effect placed on me, please.
I got it.
Thanks. Oh, is something?
I got
Is
you,
it up there?
Rob, I
Can
got
we
you.
get it? Is it there?
Yeah, it's in the effects. You can drag it over to you.
You must have conditions and effects open.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I wonder why that. Okay, he's got it shared than does. I need to do that.
Well, you have to open your
Tab in the right.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be there if it wasn't open. I just don't never open it to my players. I need to do that actually. This is handy.
Fantasy rounds update. Your players
Allegra
can apply
peeks.
effects and remove them.
Allegra peeks around the corner and decides that go there. And
I think I see a way down.
Grazin looks to see he can tell that right there. And I'm now going to roll for another encounter. Doot, 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 doot. Oh, all right. Everyone can roll a perception check. Somebody's bound to. Okay, Grazin spotted it. You guys can stop moving because you guys are all going to move a different way probably, but where you dipped around where you are now, Grazin, you spotted. Allegra didn't see it. You over right before you went past this hedge that's just to your east. And right down here, you spotted what you think is a way through there, through that hedge. And it is, in fact,
I'm sorry, Rob. I'm having trouble. Here.
all right.
You
It's
broke
in the
up there.
chat. It's in the chat.
Okay.
Rosin
Oh,
spotted a secret door.
Right.
Okay.
I'm going to give you, we've got an hour and 10 minutes left in the normal playtime. I'm going to give you guys the chance. I'm perfectly willing to go another hour with this bullshit map, sound, and everything else that's fucked up if you guys want to do it. But if you want to call it short for today, we can maybe stop early and then, next time we play, I'll hopefully have another computer. What do you guys think about that?
I'm for cutting it a little short because I know it's frustrating to you, and a frustrated DM equals dead players.
Right.
If I get mad, you're all.
We want you to be happy.
Well, I want you guys to not have to be sort of, oh man, it's taking so long, and every time we move, it's 15 minutes to move my token. I don't. You guys should be equally as frustrated as I am, but I am willing to continue if you guys want to deal with it. But if you'd rather cut it short and just, pick it up here next week, we can do that.
We got months, man. We got months, brother. Don't matter.
Yeah. So,
This doesn't matter to me.
a check to call it, an X to play.
There you go. Found the word.
Okay, well, you guys want to keep playing, I guess it looks like.
No. X.
Well, check is call it.
Yeah. The check.
Yeah. See,
I give the DM a break. And
so it is
let
a
him
broken.
get a new computer.
There's a broken computer. There's a broken Discord. There's broken internet, and apparently there's a broken DM. So I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So we.
It's all good.
Good times. Joe's like, fuck it, I'm out of here. All right, guys. So good. I did have fun though. This was fun getting it going. So hopefully we'll be back on track and smooth sailing for session 2, which will be December 1st. Maybe is that the day next week? Anyway. All right, guys. Go ahead.
As a quick note before we go, December 4th through the 8th, I will be in Orlando. I will actually be coming back from Orlando on the 8th. I should be back in time to play. If I leave early, it's not that long of a drive, like 6 hours or 7 hours or some kind of crap. But I should be back in time to play, but just as kind of a heads up.
Okay, so that's in 2 weeks.
Yep, 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay, no problem. All right, thanks everybody. We will continue in 165 hours from now. That's right, I'm that kind of nerd. And and I will see you all next week, and I'm going to immediately start looking. I'm going to close Fantasy Grounds and immediately start looking for a new computer right now. So that's what I'm going to do.
Black Friday deals. You got
Black Friday deals.
Shit you can buy online. That
Gentlemen,
Cyber Monday
have a
sales.
fantastic night.
See you soon.
Yeah, Cyber Monday too. So I'll see what I get. I'm going to take
wherever the fuck you get computers at.
Yeah, and if any players and or somebody watching the stream has suggestions for me on where to get a good laptop that's powerful and nice, send me the link in Discord and I'll take a look at it. All right, guys, thanks a lot. We'll see you next week. And enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You as well, sir.